And we're live, I think. How are you? Nobody's going to be watching this because this is the first time I'm doing this video. So, if you don't know, my name is Kenny Glick, and I've been broadcasting on YouTube since 2007. And I'm into a lot of different things. So, I figured let me just try to separate myself. Stock market trader, options, futures, whatever, since 1992. And I've got a couple of channels on YouTube where we sometimes trade live, we do some commentary, and I do tend to go off on other subjects. So I'm just going to try to keep these other subjects separate. As if you can see, I'm a collector of things, Grateful Dead art. I love me some baseball cards, and I've kind of fallen out of the baseball card world. Big collector from 1977 and on. I actually had my own business when I was a kid, and for a young kid at 13, 14, going to hotels and different baseball card conventions. I remember the first time I made $1,000 was incredible. And what we did was we would just wander the neighborhoods looking for, garage sales and people that were getting rid of stuff. And most people didn't know what they had in their collections, and they were just ready to dump it. And I borrowed some money from my dad, and we just went around looking for people selling baseball cards. And I, hoarded a lot. And then one day I just sorted them all out, and I had a pretty good collection. Obviously, found some guys that were looking to get rid of their 50s cards and 60s cards. And, this was amazing. I found a guy that just basically gave me his entire collection on consignment. He had 3 of every card. I mean, it was incredible. I'm talking from the 1950s all the way till, where we were in 1987, 1988. He basically had 3 of most cards. And I'm talking, not 52 mantles, but he had a 51 mantle. The Bowman, he had the 52 Bowman mantle. He had a 57 mantles, all the way from 57 all the way to 69. And he just gave it to me on consignment. We struck a deal. He gave me the list of what he wanted for these cards, and off I went. But now, fast forward to today, it's exciting because these Topps Heritage are awesome idea. Love it. And this was the first set that I started collecting, was the 1977 Topps set. And man, have I just learned a lot about the new way of doing things. And I knew they resurrected this entire hobby by the inserts and the chase cards. And my God, what a business, right? But I'm really not interested in that. I did pull a Cam Schlittler out of my Topps Heritage hobby box. And now I'm getting into some mega boxes. So I'm not going to rip them all for you, but I just want to give you a taste of what I'm going to be doing if you're interested. I also obviously love collectibles. I love silver coins too, silver, gold. I'm not an expert in the numismatic world, but I know what I like, and I know a lot about the price of silver because I trade it also. So if you're interested in trading silver and figuring out ways of hedging, I could talk about that. But for now, while we're sitting here, let's unbox and rip some packs. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. We'll open a couple of packs, and then we'll get back to it in a couple of weeks, or maybe once a week we'll do this. But right now, let's tear this bad boy open, see what we get. And I'm not going to do it, obviously. I don't have the camera over my shoulder. I'll just tear them open with you, have some fun, see what we get. And no, I'm not a Penn State fan. I just happen to be wearing this sweatshirt. And my daughter, she collects sweatshirts. So every school she went to, while she was deciding what school to go to, she bought a sweatshirt there. And I have about 39 sweatshirts from all different schools around the world, around the country. All right, let's go. We're talking mega box, and we're talking rippage. So let's go. And I put together most of the collection right here, and I gotta get some short prints that I'm missing and whatnot. And I pulled some cool stuff so far. All right, let's go. We'll experience this together. So let me put my glasses on so I could see. And we'll get into it. Nathan Evaldi just shut out the Yankees the other day. Hey, Chris Mead. I think I need this guy. Chris Mead, Juan Soto, Jeff McNeil, Dalen Lyle, Nick Kurtz, and we got our first Colton Cowser red print and a Jack Flaherty. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm not interested in. So, but I am interested in trading it. So as I collect these reds and the greens and the pink sparkles and the other sparkles and kind of stuff like this, I pulled a Josh Hader. This is an interesting card. 43 out of 77. Boop. Not a big fan. Josh Hader. Don't like the Astros. The only thing about this card that does interest me, it's number 43. It's my lucky number. Maybe I'd keep it. But just to show you a couple other ones I got a green chrome Drake Baldwin. Stuff like that. Obviously, Mike Trout. This is, I think, no, this is not the one that's the more valuable one, but there's Paul Skeens, the All-Star parallel. And I've got myself a Pete Crow Armstrong. And as well, in this card that I really do love, and I think I'm going to keep this, Bobby Witt, Bobby Baseball. Very cool. So I'll rip a couple of packs more with you, and we'll see what we get. Maybe we put something cool together, and then I will see you next week. Let's go. It's Chandler Simpson, Nico Horner. Hey, Mick Abel. I got him in orange. Luke Keschel. Addison Barger. Hunter Green. That's a funny name because there is a Hunter Green. Luis Castillo and a Jorge Soler. Jorge. I'll go one more pack with you, and then I'm getting out of here. So very nice to meet you guys. Hopefully I get a couple of views on this stuff, and we'll be talking silver. Like I said, I love silver. I love silver coins. Been a big collector. Bullion, 10-ounce bullions, 5 ounces. I collect, cool coins, mostly silver rounds with just silly stuff on it because why pay premium? And, I've been collecting silver for 35, 40 years. What a year this has been, seeing it go from $50 to 120, basically back to 70, all in like a couple of weeks. But I hedged myself, and I made more money on the way down on the silver, protecting my hoard, than I make on my entire collection. So one more time, let's go. Chase Dollinger, Matt Stram, Jackson Holiday, Sandy Alcantara, Thomas Sagis. Hey, Kyle Tucker All-Star. All right, I think I need that card. And here you go, another one. Mason Wynn red card and Steve Kwan. So now I'm going to check to see if I need these in my set. And if you are putting together a 2026 set, contact me. I'm willing to trade. I'd rather not sell this stuff. I am looking for any Judge cards. I want a Judge autograph. I want a Judge embed. I want a Judge Reggie Jackson card. I want a Ben Rice with the jersey. Obviously, I didn't want my Cam Schlittler because I sold it for $700. It had a nick on it. Probably would have got $1,200 for it. And that's my story. So good to meet you. My name's Kenny, and we'll be ripping some cards over the next couple of weeks and building this set together. And hopefully we get to trade, and I will be the best person to trade with because I really don't care about the monetary value of these cards. I just want what I want, and you'll probably come out ahead because I'll be willing to overcompensate for something that I want. All right? Have a great one. Good to meet you.